Welcome. So we're going to answer this past exam question. It was taken from 2014, paper 1, question 9. It reads, the equation of a least square regression line is used to predict the fuel consumption in kilometers per liter of fuel for a car's weight in kilograms. Let's stop here for a moment. As soon as you see words like predict and from, we can immediately identify what our explanatory and what our response variable is going to be. So the fact that we're predicting the fuel consumption is telling me that's going to be the response variable. So it's going to be y. And we're predicting it from the car's weight. So that's going to be my explanatory variable, which is x. Perfect. So we've got a sense of what x and y is here. Let's now continue reading. This equation predicts that a car weighing 900 kilograms will travel 10.7 kilometers per liter of fuel, while a car weighing 1,700 kilograms will travel 6.7 kilometers per liter of fuel. The slope of this least squared regression line is closest to which of these? Okay, a couple of things going on here. First things first, what is slope? Well, remember that slope is the same thing as gradient, which is the same thing as your b value. They're all the same thing. Because remember, when we have our least squared regression line, the b is the gradient. So what you should be thinking is slope is the gradient is the b value. Amazing. Okay, the next thing you have to do is a little outside of the box, but not too outside of the box. You've been told that we've got 900 kilograms will travel 10.7 kilometers. So we know that the weight of the car is the x value and the fuel consumption, which is 10.7 kilometers per liter, is the y value. So we've got an x value and we've got a y value, and we know that it's going to be 910.7. So based on that, we've created a coordinate there. That is a point on our graph. And then we also have 1700 and 6.7. Perfect. So we've got two coordinates and we're asked to find the gradient. Now you've done this in previous years, so it's not outside of the box. You've done this in previous years. You know that if you want to find the gradient when you're given 2 points, what you do is you subtract the y values from each other and you subtract the x values from each other, and that will give you the gradient. So in this case, it's going to be 10.7 minus 6.7 over 900 minus 1700. And that's going to be equal to negative 0.005. And that is going to be, which one is that? That is B. There it is. So that is our answer right there. If you're good with this, you can move on. Let me just kind of unpack it a bit more if you're feeling a bit worried about this. It doesn't matter what you label your y2 and your y1, as long as they are your y values, it doesn't matter. You just got to be consistent. So if I come over here, if I call this, now what have I called it? I've called y2 10.7. So this is y2, which means this is x2. This is x1, this is y1. You've just got to be consistent as to which is which. You can't call this 1 and this 2. That wouldn't make any sense. So as you can see here, y1 is 6.7 and x1 is 1700. So you just got to be consistent, but it doesn't matter. You'll still get the same answer even if you call this x1 y1 and you call this x2 y2. You've seen this in previous years before. If you're still having a bit of trouble with this one, I think this is a good one to come and see me and we can have a chat about it and just kind of break it through a bit more. But that is a cool little skill there, and hopefully you feel comfortable with this question.